the WPN Experts book. My chapter is Too Many Hats, Not Enough Time.
Have you figured out your niche? Are you helping adding value to other people's lives? Then you're in the right place. Welcome to Munira's Musings with your host, Munira Zahabi.
Greetings from Chicagoland. This is Munira, the Niche Navigator, coming to you yet with another episode of Munira's Musings. How are you all? Our guest today is Anna Brooks, all the way from Colorado, and she is here to talk about her new book, which is a compilation of different ladies, business strategies, and business advice that all of these ladies are sharing. Munira's Musings is a show where we showcase people, individuals, entrepreneurs, authors, and they just come here and talk to us about what floats their boat and why they do what they do and how they are helping other people to achieve the same success. And it's just a conversation. This show started out because there were people who wouldn't talk to me, but when they were on a mic, they told me stuff. So it was just a way to, enhance that speaking power. And the other thing is that most people strive to be on stage speakers. They start with podcasts. So without further ado, let's talk to Anna Brooks. Anna, welcome to Munira's Musings.
Thank you, Munira. I'm glad to be with you this morning.
Great. I know you had to wake up early, but I am so glad you're here. So Anna, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, let's see. I'm a mom, a grandma, a great-grandma, and I've been working with small businesses for just under 40 years. And I have a real passion for that. I love sewing. I love gardening, all those quiet little things that, bring peace to your mind. But mostly I love helping people streamline their business. There's this feeling of overwhelm when you're an entrepreneur, home-based business owner, and you've got all this stuff going on. And there's a feeling of overwhelm. I run 7 operations out of my home. I'm not an overwhelm, obviously. So I figured out some magic tricks and I love sharing them.
Wow. Okay. 7 businesses. So
7 operations, yes.
7 operations. So, but that's 7 different segments of income, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So this is amazing because first of all, 40 years, that's a commend, something that you have to commend yourself on.
Thank you.
And the thing is, how did it all start?
Well, it all started, I was in corporate America when I met my second husband, and he was an independent contractor. He had his own company. And when we got married, I started, instead of being in corporate America, I started helping him with his small business. And got involved in the Association for Electrical Contractors and NFIB and SBA and the National Association of Women Business Owners. I just got involved because there were issues that small business face that big businesses don't, but we have to meet the same regulations. So I was on the legislative committee. I've been in Congress. I've been in front of the President of the United States. And
which president? I have to ask.
The younger Bush.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got to meet Condoleezza Rice while I was there, which was amazing.
Oh, cool. Yes.
But I've been advocating for small business to not have to meet the same regulations or to be allowed, cost-effective services. And so I've done a lot of research in that area. And
I have to ask you this.
Yes.
Has that changed? Or, all the efforts that you've put in?
A lot of it did. A lot of areas did. There were a different set of requirements for certain size businesses, so it got adjusted. But in the last 3 years, that seems to be running away. There's here, especially here in Colorado, there's a long series of fees and taxable items for small businesses, more reporting than there has been in the past.
Huh. Okay, but thank you for your efforts because that has really changed other people's lives, right? Now,
Yes.
entrepreneurs, right? What is an entrepreneur in your head?
Anyone who steps out of the ordinary day-to-day, work-a-day life and tries to develop something of their own to generate an income to really support their family and to build a future.
And then you stopped being in corporate America to be an entrepreneur with 7 streams of income. That's really hard to fathom because there are other people who have many, right? But there are people who are multimillionaires who have many, many streams of income.
Exactly.
However, you are doing this all by yourself. I mean, those people who have many streams have helpers, have business managers. Do you have any kind of help?
I use resources. And I do use independent contractors here and there for small parts of my business, but not for the general run day to day.
Okay, great. So how do you keep it all straight?
Well, first of all, I didn't start out with 7. I built up to 7. So don't jump in and do them all at once.
Right.
But,
so one at a time, right?
Yes. When my husband was with me, we did a lot together. We supported each other in different areas of both businesses. When he passed away, it was all mine.
Wow. So you had to just take it on.
Yeah. And so I had to find ways to get it done. And as I was working with different organizations, I saw a lot of business owners in the same position, fighting the same battle. And and I'm going to say this specifically, if you're a single parent and you want to build a life for your family, you're not going to do it at a job. You've got to do something on the side, and there's got to be easier ways to do it. And that's what I do. I help business owners escape overwhelm by streamlining their process, systemizing it, and then automating it so it starts working for them instead of them constantly working at it.
Great. Okay, so got it. Now you have an owl behind you, and it says seek wise counsel. Is that something pertaining to your business where people come and ask you for advice?
They're looking for wise counsel, and that's what I give them. Yes, I'm a wise old bird.
Perfect. So you are here to talk to us about the new book that you've written. You're part of this compilation of different women. So tell us about that.
The Women's Prosperity Network is a huge network of professionals and experts, business owners, authors, women who've had a lot of success in business working together to help build each other's businesses. And with this compilation book, what we did is we brought 15 of best together and asked them to give us their biggest, best golden nugget to put in this itty bitty book, because it's by Itty Bitty Publishing, and we were to do that in 2 pages.
You took all of your experiences and put them in 2 pages.
No, what I did, I thought about doing that, but I think just like the other authors, I was like a little overwhelmed by that concept. What I did is I went back into my past and I said, what was the trigger that turned me from a solopreneur to a multipreneur and being able to handle it? And it was in the learning of how to master my calendar. Every successful person that you will talk to has at least 2, if not 3 calendars that they use on a consistent basis. And there's a process for using it. We talk about time management, but you can't manage time. You can only manage what you do within it. And through this process, the chapter is too many hats, not enough time. And every small business owner can understand that. And we talk about your calendar, time blocking, and color blocking. So we use color to identify the different areas of our business or our personal life. We actually block out time for personal, business, trainings, all of that is blocked out on the calendar so you can actually see it in color when you open it for the day. You are
saying, sorry to cut you out.
That's very fine.
You are saying that people have 2 or 3 calendars, but what you are saying is that put it all together in one calendar and then systemize it by color coordination and time blocking.
Exactly. But even the big guys, the really professional ones, have 2 or 3 calendars because, they're thinking in different rooms. And they try to make all their calendars match, but they write things down on calendars. And then once a day, whether it be the last thing at night or first thing in the morning, they match up all those calendars, look at their day, know which topics are going on today. And I carried that into my office. I carried it into my office by color coordinating file folders. So in the morning, I could look at my color blocking calendar and literally pull all the right files just by color.
That's amazing. Okay.
And now, wouldn't that streamline most, even pile people can do that.
You know what? That's it. I personally use only one calendar and I have color blocks, but it's just one calendar. But that's just one of me, right?
And do you plan that, way out? Like you have this morning event every morning, 5 days a week. You have that blocked out for the next year.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. See, that's what successful people do.
So Munira's Musings blocked out. It's just whatever. Even if I don't have a guest, either I show up or I do my little segments, but that time is for this thing. But I haven't had ever a block of time that where I never had a guest because everybody wants to be on a podcast, right?
Well, absolutely. And we want to share our wisdom, right?
Right, they share. Because the thing is, for Munira's Musings, people just like to be heard. And it's also exchange of audiences, right? I have my audience and then you have yours, and then you come together and we merge that group of people, because a message when spoken in a group may trigger somebody's life, and I'm a firm believer that there's one message that we all need to hear, and maybe this is it. Who knows, right?
Exactly. Well, even single parents with, children in activities, when they block out their calendar, color coding it by, child, even, if they're not a full-time, job person or whatever, but color blocking it by child, who and where you have to be and why when you get up in the morning. You know what your day looks like. And yes, some days get blown away. Life happens, it's like, oh my God, now what do I do? Well, the fact is, tomorrow's another day and it's already scheduled. So you can move things around. You can stay in the flow because you're in the know. I do adamantly recommend scheduling your breaks during the day so you have time to just recover from the last one, go to the next one, whatever it is, bio breaks, lunch breaks. Book your vacations way in advance. Even if you don't know for sure you're going to take them, book them so that you can move that schedule around if you need to, but it's always there. You see it, you visualize it, and it happens.
There you go. So visualization and writing it down. So what you're telling me, the two things that you're saying is that I've been hearing this for the last year, 2 years now, that write it down, put it down on a piece of paper, just journal it, and then visualize it. So that's what you are saying also. Even though you're talking about calendars, the same concepts apply. Exactly.
And you are journaling your life. If you think about it in a calendar, even when I have my blocks of personal time, and I'll give you 3 keys to your calendar that'll be very, very helpful. But block out periods of time that are for your personal hygiene, your personal health and exercise, your spirit. Block that out every morning. You will find that every successful leader in the world has blocked out time in the morning to do their thing before they start their day. Great. And that's, they're centered by the time they start to work. And that's critical, especially for parents, especially for job people. I'm a little farther along, so I'm in my retirement age, but I'm not retired because I'm not tired. So I don't have to be retired.
I sometimes worry about that word. Retire is a Tire is the key word. And then
Yeah.
are you tired, or are you going to get retired so that you're retired? Is it enforcing the tiredness? I don't know. So it's always a confusing word to me. So I would say, I'm off the job market or something else.
I'm not a job person.
No, I mean, but
yeah.
in the sense that everybody, even as business owners, if you're not wise, if you're not taking your own advice, then it becomes a job, and it becomes very, very annoying, and you tend to lose it when things don't go your way. So if you enjoy what you are doing, then that's going to be something very, very amazing. So I don't know if you want to retire.
No, I don't ever want to retire.
but let's talk about the 3 points that you said you're going to share.
Okay. All right. I'd also like to share that my digital business card is under my picture there, AnnaMBrooks.com. You can reach me there anytime. Just click on an icon. You can call, you can send an email, etc. And at the bottom of that, anybody who's listening, you can get your own free digital business card and not have to use that paper stuff and save a few trees. So your own free digital business card just for listening to Munira's musings this morning. My 3 tips for my audience and your audience is look at your calendar every night or every morning, but be consistent in looking at your calendar for the next day or for the day coming forward so that you have a picture in your brain. Book your personal and professional activities, trainings, everything on the same calendar with breaks in between. And always be looking at a 3-day window.
Why 3 days?
Because if you look at just today and somebody pops in and the day happens, or it's, stuff happens, life happens, and all of a sudden the day is over, then you haven't looked to see if you had space to move those things into the next day or two. I always recommend 3 to 4 day window, just because something may happen and you have to move it, kind of like we did for our call tomorrow. We had to move things around a little bit. But because I was looking at a 3-day work window, I was able to do that without having to look it up.
So I'm going to ask you, you already told us where to find you. So it's AnnaMBrooks.com.
Yes.
And everybody gets a free digital card, and there's explanation on how they can get that, right?
It's at the bottom of the card. Yes. Just scroll down.
Okay.
Also, the book is launching on Thursday at Amazon.com. And on that card at the top will be a button where you can go and buy that book just on Thursday for 99 cents. The price is considerably higher, but you can get a Kindle book for 99 cents on Thursday. So I will be updating that.
So on this coming Thursday.
This coming Thursday, December 8th. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So ladies and gentlemen, grab your books. This is advice from the 15 people. And I'll tell you that I know all 15 of them. I have the privilege of knowing them in the group of WPN, and we can leave a note. We can leave a link for you to join just for free and see what we are all about, because this organization has been started by 3 sisters, and it has grown in the last, I want to say 15 years now.
Oh, no, I think
it's more than that.
I think 2015 was when they really started. So it's been 7 or 8 years.
So in 7 years, they've grown up.
Yeah,
so
over 14,000 members.
I think that's where the 15 comes in, but they've grown to a point where these women are churning out entrepreneurs like nobody's business. And here's the thing, no 2 women are the same. The businesses may be similar, but the way they approach their business is so different.
And that's the way we want it, because we're a diverse society. Not everybody learns the same way.
Yes, we are. So, Anna, I'm going to ask you one more question before we leave, because I hate to leave, but we have to. The fact is that what advice do you give to people who are not actively using their calendars?
Find one that works for you.
Okay.
and nurse it. Don't add everything all at once, but start with something and start building your calendar. Decide what your color blocking is going to be, because most online calendars on your phone, etc., have colors. So decide what your colors mean and just get started. Just, don't beat yourself up. Just get started.
There you go. So we had this recurring theme about getting started, like execution, 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 execution.
What is it they say? Done is better than perfect.
Yes, done is better than perfect, but you have to start somewhere, and that's where you go. So you already know how to go ahead.
I'd like to offer, I didn't think about this, but I'd like to offer, if you go to my business card and you hit the email icon, it'll send me an email. In the subject area, if you'll put calendar tips in that area, I will return my calendar tips to you by email.
There you go. Now you got
That's for you, Munira.
Thank you. Thank you. So you know what? I'm going to ask for those too. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, take action. If you have got nothing else, just send an email to Anna Brooks and get those tips first, and then start building. And then we are always here to help you with color coordination, where to find the colors. There is a lot of information out there. You can always do your research, but you got to start somewhere and pick a calendar that suits you. Most email, like Gmail, Yahoo, what else is out there? Hotmail, they all have their internal calendars that you can customize to that. If you don't want to go buy out a new one, you can always use this. And then there are softwares who integrate with these calendars as well.
And they're accessible by phone. So you always have your calendar with you. So you can, you meet somebody, you want to talk about your business, you want to reach out for coffee, you can pull out your phone, pull up your calendar and stick them in there.
There you go. See, what a wonderful way to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Brooks, she's the author. Watch out for her book on Thursday. We'll put the link on that for you as well. And all of you, have a wonderful day. And if you like us, please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next week with another guest. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Munira's Musings with your host, Munira Zahabi. If you enjoyed our show, please share and subscribe to this channel. And for more content, please join our Facebook group.